It's looking like T Grizzly name on a chopping block. And it's a cold game because I actually rock with T Grizzly movement. But Brett pointed the finger out that lineup, and it's all bad. But before I get to this video, I'm gonna have to emphasize, I need y'all to hit that like button. I need a quick 100 likes. Once we pass 100 likes, I need a quick 500 likes. My last video did 20 likes. That's crazy to me, bruh. But I guess I'm out that algae right now, so hitting that like button is definitely appreciated. Hit that hype button. I'm going to be dropping more consistently, so make sure y'all hit that subscribe button too. On the road to 40,000 subscribers, turn on them notifications. But about 3 years back, T Grizzly house was robbed.
I appreciate everybody reaching out, you know what I'm saying, checking on me. I'm good, my family good, thank God. I just need y'all to do one thing for me though, man. Send a prayer up for PNB Rock and his kids, King Vine and his kids, and all the kids out here that gotta grow without their pops. You feel me? And I had to go through that. I grew without my pops because he was kid, you feel me? And not easy at all. So send the prayers, and we just gonna wish many blessings on them. Another thing I wanna share with the artists out here, we gotta watch what we speaking into existence, man. I know we looking at it like we just making music, it's art and all that, but these words is powerful, bro. And just like we can speak some good to existence, we can speak some to existence. You feel me? So we gotta really be careful what we saying about ourselves when we make this music, man. You know, speaking third person, create some characters or something like that and tell us, you know, like that. We gotta be careful what we say out here. And, yeah, man, that's it.
And the assailant made off with $1 million in jewelry.
So I had a piece like this before, but I had a burglary that happened at my house when I wasn't there.
Okay.
And they had took all of my jewelry. So everything you see here is like me starting over. This is my fresh start.
My heart just sank for you. That's the worst feeling.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that at all or no?
Yeah. So me and my wife, we had our engagement party when we first got engaged, and nobody was home.
And people knew that you had a party, maybe?
Yeah. Or they saw us leave.
Okay.
You feel me? Because we ended up finding out that it was it wasn't nobody who we knew. It was somebody in the community who was just watching and staking out houses. They knew we wasn't there. We had sent our chef to the house to get some stuff that she needed. And when she got there, she like, the glass broke. Like, cause we got a big like sliding door, and she said that glass was broke. As soon as she said that, I already knew what time it was. Cause I'm like, ain't no glass just breaking on this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Which leads us up to the day. On Instagram, there's been some paperwork floating around saying T Grizzly snitched. And then I seen Wack 100 had the paperwork. And he read the paperwork on Clubhouse. And from the paperwork, T Grizzly pointed dude out in a lineup and cooperated with the authorities to have the person who did it arrested.
Between badge number 3219842 received this case to investigate a residential burglary. The home was burglarized. Entry was made by shattering the rear sliding glass door. The thief made off with $1 million cash, jewelry, and multiple expensive handbags. On February 17, 2024, at 1334 hours, I met with homeowner Terrell Wallace and Maisha Agnew for a follow-up investigation due to newly discovered evidence. Mr. Wallace stated his home was targeted on the day of his engagement wedding. Mr. Wallace is a musician with the stage name T Grizzly. I began by providing Mr. Wallace with a 6-pack lineup to see if he was able to identify any suspects. Mr. Wallace then chose figure number 4, which was a photograph of Johnson. Mr. Wallace stated he doesn't know Johnson personally, but Johnson bragged about breaking into the Wallace's residence. I then provided Mr. Wallace a photograph of Johnson and 2 unknown male figures on what seemed to be a FaceTime call. Wallace informed me that he got Johnson to his role in the burglary. Mr. Wallace then provided me with video from security cameras which showed an unknown assailant exiting the rear of the residence. The assailant had on black and white hooded sweatshirt. Mr. Wallace then provided me with a photograph of what seemed to be Johnson via Instagram shooter gang, SH53TERGANG_, standing on a dark gray colored SUV wearing a black and white hooded sweatshirt. I then provided Mr. Wallace with the link to www.evidence.com to upload the photographs and videos. I then asked Mr. Wallace if he had any questions for me. Mr. Wallace stated he didn't have any more questions for me, so I ended my investigation as I didn't have any further questions for Mr. Wallace. Now, today I tried to take the day off. I got this about an hour ago. I didn't really want to expose this one. I didn't tuck it. I sent it to 15 different people. And I realized today that these are different. They've been having it an hour. Nobody said nothing. I want to see how fast they say something now. And I'm not going to respect none of them. FLAKKO told me he was with his young lady, Wack, and I didn't even send him the paperwork or the document. Right? And 607 UC, I just sent it while I was reading it. But the rest of you out there, a long list, y'all know who got it. I don't want to hear nothing from y'all. But there it go. Seems that T Grizzly, when his home got broke in about a year or so ago, I guess he pointed an individual out. I guess his individual, somewhat it reads, is pretty much kind of like let him know here, that, and what. You know, that's how I go out here in these LA streets. But I'm warning y'all, everybody ain't playing gangster. Everybody ain't a gangster. So if you do something, you might want to keep it on a hush-hush, because everybody ain't going to get in the streets with you about it. You get what I'm saying? So there it go, T Grizzly. This is kind of one of the ones I wasn't too excited about. And right now, I just got sent T Grizzly's paperwork an hour and a half ago. I blasted out to everybody. I waited an hour. Nobody said nothing. And I had to come in here and I had to read the paperwork. I ain't gonna lie. This is some paperwork I didn't want to read. But everybody else was scared to read it. Baby shooter from Padre Avalon, sitting in county jail, and he had his legal team send it to me. And I know how that is, waiting on the package, or can you bail me out, or can you go to my mom's house and tell them this? And yeah, I'll do that for you. So I sent it out. But he asked me, he didn't ask these other dudes. And when they didn't move, the least I could do was read it. Now, I could have went in the way I go in, but I'm not going in because I know T Grizzly. I wish this wouldn't be what it is, but it's a reality. It's a reality to the point that the Spy 100, has went and located the officer who wrote the report, Alan S. Hamilton, Deputy Chief. I know a lot of y'all don't know Spy 100. Me and Spy 100 came together the other day in Passions Road. We put some serious work in. Serious work. Hey, I know I'm going to get the blame for it. Blame Alan S. Hamilton for writing a report, and blame T Grizzly for giving him the report to write.
You never know who's gonna go bad till they go bad. And having your house robbed on your wedding day is definitely an unfortunate circumstance. And when you're dealing with insurance and having to replace things that were stolen, it's definitely an irritating process. But that's why you buy insurance, to make a claim on it. But when you turn around and put the person in jail, even if you know who it is and you consider yourself a street dude in the court of the streets, people are going to label you as a rat. And all T Grizzly do is street rap. So with that being said, I have to label T Grizzly as all bad. But now with this, T Grizzly name just caught a cold stain. But let me know what you think in the comment section, And make sure you hit that like button. Let's get this video to 100 likes. Once we pass 100 likes, I need 500 likes. Once we pass 500 likes, 1,000 likes, we're up to 40,000 subscribers. Hit that hype button. Hit that subscribe button. We're up to 40,000 subscribers. Turn on notifications. Clip Reacts Reloaded. To the next one, another one. Gone.